Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. During daily use of a motorcycle, many of us have probably experienced a punctured or damaged tire. Today I have an old motorcycle tire, and as you can see, there's a small hole right here. So in this video, I'm going to try to repair this tire and bring it back to a usable condition. First, I use a utility knife to trim and smooth the edges around the puncture. This helps create a cleaner surface and makes the repair process more effective. Next, I cut a piece of plastic pipe to use as a patch for the hole. I placed the pipe in a vise and tightened it securely to keep it stable while cutting. Then, I turn on the saw and cut along the length of the pipe first. After that, I cut out a suitable section of the pipe to use as a patch. In the next step, I heat the plastic piece to turn it into a softer, more flexible sheet. I turn on the heat gun and start heating the plastic pipe. Under the heat, the plastic gradually softens and begins to melt. At this point, it becomes easier to shape and fit it to the area that needs repair. Next, I place the plastic piece over the punctured area. Then, I use tape to temporarily secure it in place so it doesn't move. Once it's fixed, I use a marker to trace the shape of the hole onto the surface of the plastic. This helps me determine the exact size needed. After getting the correct shape, I use scissors to cut the plastic according to the outline. The final piece will fit perfectly into the damaged area. Next, I place the cut plastic piece into the hole on the motorcycle tire. I carefully adjust it to make sure it fits well with the surrounding surface, avoiding any gaps or misalignment. Then, I use super glue to secure the plastic patch to the tire. I apply the glue evenly around the edges to improve adhesion and keep the patch firmly in place. To reinforce it further, I add a thin layer of tape on top. This helps hold the patch steady while the glue is still drying and prevents any movement during the next steps. In the next step, I create a custom soldering tip using the outer shell of a rivet. First, I use pliers to remove the outer casing, keeping the metal part that can conduct heat effectively. Here, I have a soldering iron, but its original tip is worn out and no longer works well. So, I remove the old tip from the soldering iron. Then, I install the rivet casing as a replacement. I adjust it carefully to fit the tool properly. Finally, I tighten the screw with a screwdriver to secure the new tip firmly in place. This gives me a more suitable tool for working with the plastic in the next step. Next, I use these small metal pins to reinforce the edges of the patch. These pins are placed along the boundary between the plastic piece and the punctured area to improve bonding during the welding process. I use a utility knife to separate the pins into smaller pieces. Then, I place each pin along the edge of the plastic and lightly tap it with a heated tip, allowing it to bond with the surrounding surface. This process creates a reinforced layer, helping the patch hold more securely and improving the durability of the repair. Next, I remove the thin layer of tape on the outside. At this point, the patch is already firmly attached to the tire surface. Then, I use pliers to gently tap on the repaired area to check its strength. From the feel of it. Next, I use an ATM yellow putty filler to seal the patch and the punctured area on the tire. This material helps fill gaps, smooth the surface, and improve the strength of the repaired section. I take a small amount of putty and place it on a piece of cardboard for mixing. Then, I add a small amount of turmeric cream. The turmeric helps make the mixture easier to see and improves its adhesion and flexibility during application. Next, I use a paintbrush to mix everything together until it forms a smooth, consistent mixture. Once the mixture is ready, I begin the filling process. I apply the putty evenly over the patched area, covering the hole and the surrounding edges. After the putty is completely dried, I place the tire in a basin of water to test it. Next, I use sandpaper to smooth out the repaired surface. This step helps remove any excess material and creates a more even and clean finish. Finally, I repaint the tire to make the color uniform and improve its overall appearance. After finishing, the repaired area is almost unnoticeable. The surface looks smoother, stronger, and ready for normal use again. With just a few simple steps and easy-to-find materials, I was able to restore this tire that seemed beyond repair. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.